extreme. I'm fortunate. We got a friendship. No one can contest it. And not to mention, I respect you with my heart.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Jeniyah channel. I'm Jenny and I am here today to talk to you guys about a couple of things. This tutorial is pretty much going to be based about foundations, and I have tons of it to go over with you guys. I do have a problem with foundation. I see a foundation, hear about it, commercial, some other makeup artist using it. I just have to try it to kind of see, you know, how it works for me, regardless of the fact if it does or it doesn't. So yes, I do have an addiction. I am going to admit to you guys that I am a foundation whore. So if you know of any places that I could sign up, like AA foundations, let me know. But yes, I do have an addiction. So moving on from that, just going to put a pause on that and go over about a friend of ours who posted on Facebook. Her name is Leah Montez, who pretty much has been participating with cancer. A really good friend of hers passed away. Her name is Talia Joy, and she was a real dear, closest sister, best friend to her. And Leah has been pretty much doing stuff for this, you know, foundation. She puts a lot of time and, you know, for families and friends and whatnot, and she's just such a great inspiration, and we wanted to give support as well by wearing gold today. So I've incorporated gold in my makeup, and I did vamped up gold nails, and I'm wearing gold on my attire. So I just want to go ahead and represent that we, Jeniyah, myself, Jenny, and my sister Sanaya, are wearing our gold in support for the children's cancer. And definitely, if you want to donate, you just have to go to the website, and you can give however much, if it's $1, if it's $100, or if it's $1 million, definitely donate, because there's a lot of children out there that could really use the help. So if you guys want to donate, definitely do that. We will list the link below where you can go down here. And yes, and definitely if you do donate, and if you're not going to be able to donate, at least, you know, wear the color gold and put hashtag #AmpItUpGold and post it everywhere to kind of share and spread the word, you know, for all those young kids, you know, because it cheers them up. That's their color, and it's going to put a smile on their face. So definitely represent the color gold. So if you are wearing gold, hashtag it #AmpItUpGold and share with your friends. Alrighty? So moving on from that, I'm going to go over with you guys about my foundations, and I have tons to go over with you, and I did take some notes because I change it up. I kind of forget everything, like what's in what. So I did my homework and my research, so I kind of freshened myself up for this. So this was like good for me too. So, you know, makeup is a learning process, and there's so much ingredients to makeup, and because I have sensitive skin, or my client may have sensitive skin, you know, I should be knowledged and knowing what I'm selling or putting on somebody's face. And as for you and for myself, you know, when I go to the store, you know, I just could watch a commercial on TV and be like, oh my God, that looks amazing, and I have to buy it for myself, and it's not going to do the same thing. So it's very important to definitely take the time, if you go to the drugstore and you want to read the back of the label, see what the ingredients are, kind of analyze what your skin, what it is, what it does for you, you know, in a daily routine base. Like, is it oily? Is it dry? Are you combination? Do you have wrinkles, big pores? I mean, there's just so much more that goes into it. So Yes, I was one of those that just at the beginning, bought a foundation, put it on, and was like, yeah, this is great. And then it didn't even look amazing on me. So I've had my fair share where it was trial and error and learning what was good for me and what wasn't. So I have a lot that are good for me, and I don't have any that I don't like. And I didn't list any of that. I'm not going to talk about anything bad. I'm just going to talk about what I've used throughout the years and what I've been adding to my collection, what I use on clients, and what I use for myself. So, but most of the colors that I'm going to be talking about are going to be in my shade. So, with that said, I'm going to go in with the first color, which is the L'Oreal, and I'm going to start from drugstore for you guys, and then go up in like price, which I think would be easier for you guys. So I don't buy just prestige and expensive products. I do get drugstore as well. So I'm going to start with the lowest priced items for you guys. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the Infallible Pro Matte, and it's by L'Oreal Paris. I am in the shade 108, which is the caramel beige. And basically providing the pros about this, it's a 24-hour foundation. It's medium coverage, and it has a demi-matte finish to this. Its texture is very air light, and it is oil free. So this costs, you can get this at Target, Ulta, any like Walmart, any drugstore. It's $12.99. That's without tax, and pretty much I will say that this is like a go-to because I live not in like a close city area. Like if I just need to go like get something really quick from the drugstore until I go to the mall and whatnot and go purchase like my foundations from Sephora or Ulta or whatnot. I just go run to the store and I get this, and I love it. I love it. It does give me full coverage. I can make this foundation dewy, and I can have it also matte. So it gives me best of both worlds, and I apply it when I want it dewy with my sponge, and I do some Fix Plus to it, and then I add this all over. And a little goes a lot, all over the face for the coverage and whatnot. And what else? It's a nice caramel beige. This does last me all day. I could wear this from, let's say, from 12 o'clock and my face is still intact. I'm not melting off. I don't see any streaks. It does give my fine lines. It really covers that up. I do have some pores in this area, and it just gives me that flawless, perfect, radiant skin look. So I will say this is one of my go-tos that are my favorite. All right, and my next one is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and this is the Healthy Luminous Makeup. It does come in a pump, and you can get this at your drugstore. You can get this at your drugstore. This is in the color Honey Beige, and I also wear the Fresh Beige as well. I don't have that one with me, but I do have this one. Which is the Honey Beige, and this one does come in 33 shades. Oh, I'm sorry, and this one comes in 12 shades, and you can get this all at, again, the drugstore. And this one comes in 33 shades. So if you are in between two colors and one's darker and the one's too light, get them both and make your own concoction of what matches to your color, because that's always good to do that, because I'll talk to you about m.a.c Match Master, but that's down the road. But these are pretty much like Match Masters at m.a.c, so you can pretty much mix up your colors to what complements your skin tone and stuff. So the L'Oreal True Match does pretty much have sunscreen, which is SPF 20, which is great because you always want to put sunscreen if your foundation doesn't have it. The most I would put would be a 35. Anything more than that, if you're taking pictures and stuff, it's just your pictures are going to be white out and stuff, and you don't want to have a white face. Sunscreen is very important, but the most I would put would be a 35. under your foundation if it does not already have it. So yes, and then this product is $8.99, so it's a really good deal for purchasing, you know, at the drugstore. This is really reasonable. And again, I don't know if I already said, you could get this at Target, any drugstore, Walmart, Ulta, and whatnot. So yes. The pros for me, it just is very light and airy. You can wear this if you're going to the beach. If you're just running errands and you just wanted to put something on real quick, you can actually use your fingers with this. You can use your beauty blender sponge and just dab it on to give you that really luminous look, that really nice dewy look and whatnot. This is buildable because it's very light and airy. So yeah, this is like a go-to foundation if I'm just on the quick go and I just want to put something that has sunscreen based into it. So yeah, this is a really good buy. These are my two drugstores that I typically go to. I don't have any other drugstore ones. If you guys could probably suggest them to me that maybe I would like, just list it down in the comments below, and I would love to try some new foundations out. Again, I have an addiction, so I'm all about, you know, trying new things. Alright, so my next shade that I have on my list is the Makeup Forever and the HD, and I got the new HD formula of the Makeup Forever. And this is the Ultra HD, the Y425 in the shade Honey. And you can get this at your Sephora, and you are purchasing this at $43. Now, it's pricey, but it is worth it because I am wearing that right now, and I love the new formula of the HD. This is made for taking pictures, professional, or even if you just want a really good foundation and you love taking your own selfies and whatever, if you have an event, weddings. I believe like this for starter kits for weddings is amazing. I can't honestly tell you like the spectrum of like what shades you should get for your kit. I can't give you that information yet because I haven't done that yet, but I will go into the foundation that I do that with. But I will say this is awesome. So the do's that this does, it gives a flawless coverage. It's natural finish, and it has the HD foundation that heightens the diffusion of the light, which then intensifies the glow to your skin when you are taking a picture or when you are on film videotaping. So yes, and it is oil free, and at Sephora, again, it's $43. You can get that there, or you can buy it online. So I rate this P for perfect. Like, I love going to this, wearing this all the time. Like, if I'm filming or if my sister and I are just like going out and doing dinner or whatever, this is my go-to. I feel my skin is flawless. I can see no imperfections because when I put my primer, which that's another key, is when you put your foundation on, before you put your foundation, you want to moisturize, you want to put your primer, and then you want to put your foundation base on top. And definitely the Makeup Forever's primers are amazing. They have all different, you know, foundation or primers for skin types. If you want to put them together, you know, using the same product line, that is a good one too. But I use a variety, which I could do a tutorial on that and tell you what primers I use for my skin, for what looks I'm going for and stuff, and you know, if my skin's hydrated and things like that. I'm just rambling off about other things when I should be talking about foundations. But anyways, go to use, and it just makes your skin look refined and flawless. I give this a thumbs up. I love the new formula and the HD, Ultra HD in the Makeup Forever. So it does come in a pump. So like portion, I only use 2 pumps, if that. And I'm using, typically you can use your beauty blender, or you can use like any like foundation brush. I can't think of the top of my head right now. I want to say the M425 from m.a.c is the brush that I use to apply all around with this. And pretty much all my foundations, I use that brush. Or the Kabuki, the Sigma Kabuki brush, the flat top, I use that too as well. So anyways, yeah, if you're looking for like a really dewy look, you can add some Fix Plus and give you that illuminating, like glowy look to it. If you don't, you want that matte freshness, you just add this and that's it. And it is amazing. So yes, I like the new HD Makeup Forever formula. The next one we're going to talk about is the Laura Mercier. It's the Silk Cream Oil-Free Photo Edition Foundation. And it comes in a tube. And it's a twist cap. So, yep, I would do maybe a little squirt of this, a nickel size to start off with. And this is the Silk Cream Oil-Free Photo Edition Foundation, and I'm in the shade Suntan. And you can get this at your local Sephora, or you can buy it online. And this one goes for $48. And it, for me, is a light to medium shade, and it gives me warm undertones when I'm blending with a beauty blender, or again my M425 Morphe foundation brush. And what it basically does, it is also like the Ultra HD Makeup Forever. It's great for video and filming, and that's the same thing, duh, and photographs. So this is another good brand to use. It's natural matte finish, and this also you can make dewy, and that you would just add your Studio Fix Plus to this as well. It's Photo Edition Foundation. It has a broad shade range for all skin types. It has a 12-hour wear, and it absorbs the oils and balances moisture for normal to oily skin. So this is what basically the back of the container says. For me, I will say I only need a small amount when I apply this to my skin. It is really thick and creamy, and it does, when you do add the Studio Fix, it gives you that dewy look. I wouldn't use it with my brush. I would just use it with the sponge, because if I do use the brush, I tend to get cakey with it. But with the sponge, it really just gets in there, and obviously the sponge is going to give the product to my skin and what it needs, and then the sponge takes the excess out. I like to set the Laura Mercier with the translucent loose powder in my T-zone area, because I am combination, so I get oily in that area. So I like to add that after I've applied the foundation. And it just basically gives me a really nice flawless finish. When I take pictures, I don't have that that cakey look. Like, you don't see, like, most people, I feel so bad, you know, you can see like their skin, you can see their makeup line or anything like that. Like, if you really use your beauty blender and you really push into the skin, it will take the excess out. So don't feel like when you put the Laura Mercier, like it's too thick or whatnot. If you get that beauty blender will be your best friend. Like, it will do the work for you. I will say it is worth every dollar spending on this. Just to let you guys know that this does not have any SPF in it, and nor does the Makeup Forever. It does not have the SPF in it. So just like I said, like, you want to put a light SPF under, you know, before you put your foundation on. So with those two done, I am moving on next to